Hey friends, it's Patrick McGuire with Empowered Entrepreneur, empoweredpodcast.ca. This is the Ramble, the Empowered Ramble right now. This is kind of my weekly summary. Things that have been going on, things that have been going good, things that have been going bad. I'll tell you, I feel better than last week. It's Friday night. Saturday, Sunday, what? Yeah, so anyways, you can tell I'm having a good time. This week has been, man, what a roller coaster. It started out real good Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, it was a crap show. Tuesday, we had a little challenge in the morning and a bit of a funk. I'll tell you, I was in a funk Tuesday. It was real like, man, I got to keep plugging away. But we got so much done. It was really weird. I ended up working all day and into the night, and I didn't stop until I couldn't actually sit in the chair. I switched many chairs many times. Got some new images, graphics, all sorts of stuff done for stuff that I'm working on for some clients. You know, we got to pay the bills while we chase our dreams. And, you know, with these new projects that I'm launching, that I'm working on, they all cost money. Let's be serious. And you don't want to just keep sinking money into ideas, but you want to sink them into the right ideas. And at the same time, you got clients and friends that you got to take care of, and you got your family you got to take care of. So that being said, Wednesday, Thursday, they went better, sort of the up and down, had some great calls, had some questionable calls. And Friday morning, you know, I got up and had a great session with Altitude Accelerator, and we talked about one of the marketing strategies that we have, or I have, that I use with a lot of my clients, which is a reverse ad strategy. Pretty cool stuff. If you want real paper intent, not just clicks, robots and things like that stealing your budget, give me a call, send me a message, DM me, chat me, find me in the Discord. But that being said, you know, I had to deal with the real crap that I hate dealing with, and that is a legal situation, collections on somebody that owes a fairly substantial amount of money. And in return, I owe people money, of course, because I have loans that have been granted to me so we could build certain businesses. And you know, it's time to make sure that we claim our loans back and pay out our loans that are due. And these are things that we got to remember as we're building our businesses. You know, when you borrow, you must repay or you're in trouble. And we've always made sure we repay our loans and any debts that we take on in business or in our personal lives. Sometimes it's not on the right timing. Sometimes it's not on my timing or their timing. And sometimes it's just not aligned. But in the end, you make sure that you keep your word. Your word is your bond. It's your promise. You don't need paperwork, but obviously you should do it. Don't get me wrong. Got to get your paperwork, get your lawyers involved. But your word is useless. It's nothing if you don't commit to it and deliver. So make sure you're really committed on that stuff. And if you say, I'm going to do something, like I'm going to send an email, send the damn email. You know, you committed to it. It's your word. It's your bond. Just do it. So in the Empowered Ramble today, you know, very simply put, I'll keep it short. It's Friday night. No, I didn't do it this time. But, you know, make sure that you're having fun. Even when things suck, even when you have bad days, be empowered. Empower yourself. Get fired up. Find something that motivates you. In fact, I forgot how much I love doing design stuff, and I've been hacking around on Photoshop, doing a few different things. I love it. But in the end, I ultimately take those little nuggets and ideas I have and I farm them out to somebody who can do way better design and create something super cool. And, you know, I actually this week on Tuesday night, even though we went through some crazy struggles during the day, tech problems on my end, tech problems on our producer's end. But in the end, we tried multiple times. In the end, we realized that we got it going, and we did our very first live stream for Empowered Podcast. That's right, my friends. EmpoweredPodcast.ca. That went out there live. We did a live stream on LinkedIn. We kept the recording. That's going to show up a little later on, and we'll produce that podcast as well. And we've got our first session booked for next Tuesday for our first real recording of a totally new guest. Not one of the guests that I've done from Altitude Accelerator Startups Transformed. Not one of those that I've interviewed for the Success podcasts, the Salesforce Success podcast and Salesforce Success webinar series. This is somebody new, someone that's big help with me, helping with my motivation, helping with my focus, my energy, my passion, and helping with the back end of my podcast production business. By the time you listen to this, you'll already know it's Bloomex. It's actually Ravi Ravindran at Bloomex, and they are killing it. Bloomex.io, BLUMEX.io. Had a great session with him. We planned to go 5 minutes. We ended up going 10 and change, and it was a totally live stream because, LinkedIn has created the new creators category. They betaed last spring. It's out of beta. It's available to everybody now if you just go ahead and make some small changes and continuously deliver content. So creator mode is awesome. If you missed the Facebook rush of marketing and publishing your own stuff, building your own brand on Facebook and get everyone to give you a couple bucks, that's okay. You got YouTube. Oh, you missed YouTube rush. I did. And we're doing it now, but it's more of a supporting actor in my movement here. But we're going to be doing live streams on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and also LinkedIn, of course. But, now we've got creator mode in LinkedIn. They want creators. And if you're a creator for business purposes, LinkedIn is the place to be. In fact, think about it. They got 740 million plus members on LinkedIn. And they use a programmatic algorithm technology to be able to find you and introduce more listeners to you or more readers to you. And they have a newsletter feature. So the days of crazy, email automation integration things, they're starting to go away. You can use Discord to create a community. You can have a community on, Twitch and Instagram and Twitter following you, but that's really just one way. The interaction's not great, but Discord, you can have ongoing communications and chats. You can have live conversations and live streams there too. And LinkedIn is now giving creator mode the opportunity to have newsletters. People can follow you without actually being connected to you. They can send you a message if you give them permission. So you got to change the creator switch up there and change a few settings. But that being said, deliver great content, whether it's written or video, audio, deliver great content as a creator on LinkedIn, and you're going to do great things. And if you're growing your business and you're doing great things to help others and empower others, and you're doing it on LinkedIn or anywhere in the world, I want to talk to you. I want you on the Empowered Podcast. The Empowered Podcast is people having empowered conversations with great people, doing great things to help others and empower them. That's what it's all about. And yes, we take a bit of a loving favor to startups and entrepreneurs, but it's everybody. Athletes, actors, actresses. I think they're all actors now, but creators, podcasters, influencers, anyone who's doing something great to change the world, either in technology or sports or life or housing or charity. I really love it when we see great companies and great people that are influencers these days that are actually making a press for a cause. They've got a cause they love and they support, or they got a cause that they want to raise awareness for. These are things that I think are important for all of us to keep in mind, and these are the ones that I want to have great empowered conversations with because we'll promote them, promote their business, but we'll also promote their cause. And I just love that. And, sometimes you need it. Now, I'm also going to talk about mental health as we go through all these things. Mental health for entrepreneurs, startups, and people that are, high-level influencers and executives and coaches. They go through so much stress. I know I'm one of them. And I'm fighting from time to time little micro bouts of depression, anxiety, stress, all stress-induced, I'm sure. But you just have to get through it. And almost everybody I talk to today has some form of mental challenges in their family. It may be genetic. It may be socially induced. It may be just your own personal challenges. Maybe you've induced it on yourself. No matter what, though, it's not something to mess with. Get help. Talk to a friend. Find a trusted friend, advisor that will just talk to you openly and make a difference in your life. And you have to make a difference too. You have to accept whatever they're saying. Sometimes they say stuff you don't want to hear. But when they do, open up your heart, open up your mind, shut your mouth, and take the advice in and just commit to your word to be better and learn from whatever that advice was. And honestly, if you're just doing great things and having a great time in life, hey, that's awesome too. But if you have a chance to help others, please do. If you have a chance to tell your story, let me know. I'd love to share your story with the world. EmpoweredPodcast.ca is going to be launching their new podcast coming up in late February. So would love to tell more stories of more people doing great things and empowering others. And I'd love to know what else you're up to. On the flip side, of course, I've got Roster Logics and I've got NFX and I've got my own marketing that I do for my clients, PPC and other things of that nature. But what I really love doing is having conversations with great people. So I want to have that conversation with you. And if it's not you, maybe it's a friend of yours that you know that would love to share their story and they're doing something great. Nominate them. Message me. And I look forward to chatting with them. Have a great day. I'm Patrick McGuire, Empowered Entrepreneur, and the Empowered Podcast. empoweredpodcast.ca or empoweredentrepreneur.ca. Get you to the same place and let's have a conversation. Take care.